Eleonora Norris turns up out of the blue when Cruz decides to open a detective agency. Lo and behold, she happens to be working for Interpol. Now, I have had questions about this young chick for an awful long time. The handwriting, for example, does not match that of Eleanor Norris, but she gives me a good explanation on that. Handle. Not bad. She remains an enigma. Sometimes she seems warm, friendly. Other times she seems devoid of emotion, cold, distant, and not without violent outbursts. Speaking of which, how long you been standing there?
Long enough to know that I should have never told you about Eleanor.
Sweetie, it was a great idea that you capped on that phone call of hers.
Oh, come on, no, it wasn't. Look how suspicious you are of her.
Of course I'm suspicious. You're suspicious, too. If you weren't, you wouldn't have told me about the phone call, right?
Right. But I'm sure there's some kind of explanation for it.
Miss Eleanor Norris tells the pharmacy at the hospital that she's Kane's personal doctor so she can find out what kind of medication he's on. Now, I don't think she was planning on buying him some as a birthday present.
I'm sure there's a logical explanation for it, Pearl.
You tell me, and we'll both know.
All right. All right. So maybe she wants to find out who this Kane guy is anyway, huh? She wants to find out all she can about him. So she figures that if she knows what kind of medication he's on, then maybe... This doesn't make any sense, does it?
Nope.
Look, I've heard Cruz say it 1,000 times. A good detective depends on their instincts. And my instincts tell me, Pearl, that Eleanor couldn't be involved in anything bad.
I hope you're right, sweetie, but just in case you're not, I think it's best we both keep a close eye out on this young lady.
Pleasant dreams, Kane. You've only taken one of these, Mr. Kane. You still have 2 more to take.
Oh, I don't want to take any more pills, Rosa. I hate taking pills. I mean, it's just chemicals. Who knows what good it's...
What is it? Mr. Kane? What's wrong? Oh, Mr. Kane. Are you all right?
I can't breathe. Help.
Do you realize how long it's been since we danced like this?
Oh, wasn't that long. Right, we danced at that... Whoa! At that party on the beach, right?
Oh, I don't count that. That wasn't the old Ted.
What, I'm the old Ted now?
Yes, you are.
I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or not.
It is a compliment. Think of all the fun times we used to have together. There was a lot of nights just like this.
Yeah, well, this is kind of fun, isn't it? Just kind of forgetting about everything and dancing, getting crazy.
I believe that used to be your philosophy of life.
Yeah, and I was also 17 years old. You know, I mean, there's kind of a change there.
I don't want to think about that. I just want to be with my Ted. The Ted who used to love to have a good time.
I am. All right, so what are we going to do? We got something on the agenda, or are we just going to wing it?
You know I never plan anything.
Right.
But I could use another drink before we dance again.
You got it. Coming right up.
Thank you very much. Hello?
One dance?
Sure. Why not?
I want you to know you need your lying next to me, and we will be set free. Together we'll be into the night with the wind and moonlight.
He never talked much about the war, but I know he was prouder of winning this star than anything else in his life.
He was a hero.
Yeah. You know how old he was when he won the star? He was younger than I am. He came back from Korea a hero. And for one brief moment, his life was bright and filled with hope.
Of course there was hope.
That was it, Haley. That was the high point of his life. From the moment he received the star, he never felt the pride or self-fulfillment or even the simple happiness that he felt on that day. that, his life was a disaster. He couldn't hang on to a job. And he was never happy.
No, Jake. Look, I may not have known your father very well, but I at least know that, okay, maybe he was proud of that star, but the most important thing to him was you. Jake, he was proud of you, and you know that.
That was the last thing he said to me. I didn't deserve that, not after the way I treated him.
You loved him. You wanted to help him. He knew that. And love, he always had your love. Jake, it is time for you to concentrate on the good times that you had with your father.
You know, I look around this room and I can't help feeling that he's everywhere. And I'll never forget walking in here and seeing him lying on the floor.
Okay, well then let's get out of here. Let's go for a walk on the beach. Get away.
I don't think I'd be very good company, Haley.
We don't have to talk. We can just be together. Away from here.
You know, I'm really glad my father met you and knew that you cared about me. I know that made him happy.
He's gone, Jake. I know you suffered a great loss, but it's time to move on. Your father would never want to know that you were punishing yourself for this.
Maybe you're right.
You know you are going to always make him proud.
Come on, let's go.
When you push me the way you do, it hurts me more than if you walked out of my life completely.
Do you honestly think that I could walk away from you now?
I'm handicapped. Damn it, you can't pretend that doesn't change things.
I'm not saying it doesn't change things. We got some ramps in the house now. You have to get around in this wheelchair. Things are a little tougher for you than they used to be. I admit that. But don't you tell me that changes what's basically between you and me, Eden, because I know it doesn't.
Okay, you go on denying that I'm not different. But because of what I went through, I changed inside.
Self-pity does not become you.
Self-sacrifice does not become you.
I am not sacrificing anything.
You don't think you are.
What do I have to say? How many ways? I don't know how else to put it. This chair means absolutely nothing to me. It makes no difference.
It makes a difference to me. It makes me a different person in a lot of ways.
I don't believe that.
Why are you so blind? It's like when people go off to college or some guy goes off to war and leaves a girlfriend behind, promising to come back to them. They write a few letters, make a few phone calls, but while they're there, the experience changes their life. And then maybe they come back and they marry that person and they pretend that nothing's changed, that everything's the same. But they know deep inside that the person that they were doesn't exist anymore, and they realize the relationship's not going to work. And then they both realize that the relationship is either going to do one thing. It's going to either end up in divorce, or it's going to be so filled with resentment and bitterness, it'll replace love.
That could never happen between you and me, and you know it.
I'm telling you, I've changed. You are so set on making us what we were that you won't stop and recognize that.
No, I will not. Don't ask me to recognize that because I'm not going to be able to. I'm sorry, but I still remember who you really are. And I know that sooner or later, I don't know what it's going to take, but the real you is going to come to her senses.
I remember it all. When I was up in those mountains, all I thought about were the special times. All I thought about was coming back to you. And how everything was going to be perfect. And then I came back here, and it was like a blinding light had been turned on, and I couldn't live in that fantasy anymore. Our love was perfect. And I'm not going to ruin those memories by trying to revive something that can't be there any longer.
Oh, you ought to go ahead and ruin them, because you can't live with them, believe me. I tried. Everything about this place reminds me of you. I was going to lose my mind here. But I hung on to it. I didn't give up. I didn't give up on you, even though I thought you were dead. So I sure as hell am not going to give up now, knowing exactly where you are and knowing, Eden, as I so well do, that you love me.
Those special times were with a different person. And I'm sorry I can't be that for you anymore.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, too. Because the woman I remember was not a quitter. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let her turn into one now.
Glad, please have water. Yes, good. I should call the hospital, Mr. Kane. Oh, help! Somebody, quick, help me!
Rosa, what are you yelling?
I don't know, Mr.
What happened to him?
I don't know. He took medication and collapsed.
This boss is racing. You better call 911.
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna get an ambulance over here right away. All right, take it easy.
Yes, I'm calling from the Capwell house. 300 Park Lane, Montecito. We need an ambulance immediately.
Sure. I'm gonna be around for a little while.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. Thanks.
Oh, great. You got me a drink. Really use this.
I'm sorry about the ice. Melted. It happens when you wait too long. You know, I didn't come out here so I could sit down and watch you dance.
Are you jealous?
No. I'm angry, and if this little routine of yours, keeps up, then I'm walking.
What routine?
Oh, come on, you practically came on to every guy that just looked at you. You know that.
What a ridiculous thing to say.
I don't know. This isn't what I had in mind. I thought we'd go for a quiet walk on the beach, and this is far from quiet.
Well, it's fine with me. I've had about as much quiet as I can stand.
Are you sure you want to stay here?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the noise, and I like having the people around, and I especially like the idea of dancing with you.
I wasn't coming on to anyone.
Yeah, well, I saw the way you were dancing with that guy.
With him? I don't even know what his name is.
Oh, is that supposed to make me feel better?
Maybe you'll feel better if we dance a little. Look, I came here with you. You're the one I care about. Come on, let's dance.
Hey, you know what I need right now?
What?
A drink.
Me too.
I've made a choice. Why can't you respect that?
What if you decided that I can't handle you in a wheelchair, but Kane can?
Kane is helping me. And yes, he knows what it feels like to be in a wheelchair.
Has he ever been in one?
Yes, he has. And he managed to heal himself. And he was emotionally handicapped, too, because of what happened in the war.
I went to high school with a girl named Donna Hernandez. Hear me out, please. She was the only survivor of a terrible automobile accident the night we graduated. She was in a coma for I don't know how many days, and when she came out, she was paralyzed from the neck down. Had to learn to speak again, from scratch. Since that time, she put herself through college, got her degree, became a teacher, met a wonderful man, and fell in love. They got married about 5 or 6 years ago, and immediately adopted these 2 little boys from El Salvador. They had lost their parents, these little boys. They have a real cool family now. I get a card every Christmas. She's in her chair, her husband is behind her, And she has a son at either side. I always think to myself I would be grateful to share in such a life. Now I'm asking you. Hell, I'm begging you. Not to give up on yourself. You have got to give us a chance.
Oh, I hope he'll be all right, Cece.
Looks like a heart attack to me.
Cece, how Eden is going to be so upset. She should know what's happened. Would you like me to call her?
No. No, I'll take care of that myself. Why don't you just go relax a little bit? It's been a long night for you, too. Go ahead.
Thank you, Cece.
This is CC. You don't know how sorry I am to bother you, but something's happened to Kane. I'm not certain what's wrong with him, but an ambulance is taking him to the hospital right now. I just thought Eden should know.
I'll call the hospital.
No, I've got to go there. Will you take me there?
You don't have to go there right now.
Please. Please, Cruz. Daddy, where is he?
He's in the emergency room with the doctors now.
What happened?
Rosa said she was giving him his pills. He took one of the pills and he collapsed.
Were you able to talk to him?
No, when I got there, he was already out. His heart was racing. I called the ambulance, and they got there right away.
He collapsed immediately after you took the pills?
That's what Rosa said, yeah.
What was he taking?
Imagine the same medicine that he'd gotten from the hospital. What are you thinking?
Well, it occurs to me that there could be something wrong with the medication. It would be the first time.
Why? He's been taking the same medicine for a week now. Why would he have a reaction now?
I don't know, but it wouldn't hurt to check it out.
No, wouldn't hurt at all. Probably help to find out some more things about this guy, Kane.
Hey.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Well, I have to go see Kane. I need him.
Wait a minute.
He's got to be all right.
Are you mad at Eleanor because things didn't work out between the two of you?
That's got nothing to do with it. And how do you know that things didn't work out for the two of us?
It's not exactly hard to notice, you know. I've seen you two in the office together.
I have to like the young lady. That's why I'm feeling uncomfortable about having all these bad karmic thoughts about her. But you see, something in my gut tells me that things ain't quite kosher. Hello?
Oh, this is a pleasant surprise. I didn't think I'd be able to catch you at this hour.
Yeah, Cruzy. What's up? I'm just burning the midnight oil. What's happening?
I'm at the hospital.
I'm here with Eden.
With Elena, is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine, Pearl, but Kane isn't. He was brought into emergency earlier.
Kane is. Well, what happened?
I'm not sure for certain yet, but it seems like it could be related to his medication.
What makes you think that?
He collapsed after he took it tonight. So I'm going to go over to the cap walls and pick the stuff up, see if I can't get it analyzed before the night's through.
So what do you want from me?
Well, man, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you to stick around there a little while longer, just in case I need you.
Sure.
I appreciate it. Is Eleanor there with you?
No, just Carmen.
Cruz.
Yeah, Carmen.
I'm sorry your time was messed up with Eden.
Well, that's okay. We had a good talk. Listen, I gotta shove off now, so I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.
Pearl, maybe we should have told him about Eleanor trying to find out about Kane's medication.
Maybe.
Dad.
Hey, son.
Talk to Rosa. How is he?
Well, they've stabilized his heart.
Oh, man. I thought Eden would be here.
She is. She is. You didn't come here to talk about Kane. What are you here for?
Yeah, no, I want to talk to you. Uncle Grant just called me tonight.
Uncle Grant?
Yeah.
Uncle Grant is in town.
No. He was calling me from Boston.
What did my greedy brother want now?
He wants me to come on out there. He said it was very important.
He did it. You're not going to go, are you?
Yeah. I told him I would.
knowing how he feels about me, how he feels about this family?
Dad, I know you and Uncle Grant do not get along, but that doesn't mean I can't like him. Okay, I mean, I remember he used to come on out here all the time in the summers, and we got along fine.
I remember that, too. I also remember him turning you against me.
Yeah. Dad, why do you demand that I have to hate every single person you hate?
I don't demand anything, except maybe a little respect. I also demand a little loyalty, especially from my family.
Okay, well, did it ever occur to you that Uncle Grant might just like me? In fact, you probably don't even know this, but he is the one who taught me to ride horses. He took me riding all the time when you were too busy.
It was a long time ago.
I know it was, but... Dad, I am sorry that you and Uncle Grant don't get along, but that is not my problem. That's something you're going to have to work out on your own. I don't think I should be caught in the middle of that.
What does he want you to do when you get to Boston?
I don't know. But I'm going to find out. Dad, this is the way I look at it. If I had a problem and you weren't there to help me, I think Uncle Grant would be. And now that he needs my help, I'm going to be there for him. And if you can't understand that, Dad, then I'm sorry.
Do what you want.
I didn't hear you come in, dear.
Oh, hi, Rosa. I just kind of snuck in. I'm here to get the medication that Mr. Kane took when he had the attack.
It's right here on the table.
Yeah, I saw it. What about those 2 pills in the ashtray?
Cece must have shipped those up off the floor.
Oh, I see. So, when he was stricken immediately after he took this stuff?
Yes. When he grabbed my arm, I dropped the other 2, and he didn't take them.
Well, you probably saved his life.
Mr. Kane's going to be all right?
It seems like it. What's this, diam? Whatever it is, 3 tablets every 3 hours?
Do you really think it might have something to do with the pills? We've been taking them for over a week.
Well, if these are the same pills.
Well, they'd have to be unless someone... Why would anyone want to hurt Mr. Kane?
Well, I don't know, Rosa, but then there are a lot of things about the man I don't know. I'm gonna borrow your napkin here. I got a doctor waiting in a lab to analyze these. I think I better hit the road. Thanks.
Good luck, Cruz.
I'll see.
Damn you, Kane. You're supposed to be dead.
Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be fine.
What happened? How did I get here?
Don't you remember?
I remember taking a pill and then having trouble breathing.
The doctor said that your heart was fibrillating. Do you know if your family has any history of heart trouble?
I don't know. This is so damn crazy. I remember the worst couple of months of my life, and that's it. I can't believe that the rest of my life will be worse than those memories.
Everything's gonna come back to you. I know it will.
I hope you're right.
I'm right. You just concentrate on getting better.
I feel pretty good. When are they gonna let me out of this place?
Well, because the doctors don't know anything about your family history, they're going to have to keep you here for a day or two so they can monitor your heart.
God, I feel like I just got out of here.
The doctors want to make sure that you're all right. Don't fight them on this. Okay?
I guess it won't be so bad if you'll stay here for a while with me.
I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here as long as you need me.
Lincoln. Hi. I was trying to find you. I gotta apologize for the way I came down on you earlier
No,
tonight.
please, Ted, don't apologize to me, okay?
Well,
you were right to react the way that you did. But you were wrong about what I was doing. I wasn't coming on to those guys. I guess I just figured I had to prove to myself that I could make you jealous. That way I would know that you really cared about me.
of course I care about you. You know that.
I just needed to know for sure.
You do this a lot?
I have a lot to prove.
Well, come on, you're like one of the most together people I know.
Sure, if you buy the act.
Oh, what, you're gonna tell me now that you're like insecure now or something? Oh, Lincoln, come on, this is Ted. I know you. You're not.
You know two people. You know the me from high school, little Miss Perfect, and you also know the new me, which isn't me at all.
Okay, so what are you hiding?
I don't know. I've been trying to figure this out tonight myself. It may sound kind of dumb, but when I was a little girl, I used to have this big map on my wall of the world. And when I had girlfriends over from school, I would rush into my bedroom and I would point out all the different places that my father was visiting. I cut out all sorts of articles from National Geographic magazine and told them all about his exotic adventures. First, they thought it was really neat, and then they got bored. They always wanted to know when he was coming home, but I was never quite sure.
You love your father, don't you?
Yeah. I just wish he'd been around more.
Yeah, that's right. He wasn't around much when you were growing up, was he?
What are you looking at? What are you thinking?
A ski instructor. He was an idiot to let you go.
It didn't exactly happen that way.
Well, he told me he was dumped by you, didn't you?
Well, I did, but that was because I found out that I wasn't the only girl he was seeing. In fact, there were several girls that he was seeing. I just figured I'd dump him before he dumped me.
Well, he would have been crazy if he did.
Oh, he would have dumped me all right. No question about that. But I managed to save my surprisingly fragile ego and whatever pride I had left and went off to New York to stay with my mother.
Well, just for the record, dear, I'm glad you came out here. And I'm very, very glad that you're with me.
Thank you. I didn't mean to get all maudlin and carry on this way.
No, I'm glad you did.
You are?
Yeah.
You like this new somber, serious Lakin as opposed to the party girl?
I like the fact that I know both. Because for the first time, it makes me see the real you.
You know, thanks for talking me into getting out of here tonight. Really felt good to be with you.
Oh, good. I'm glad if it helped.
You always seem to know what's right for me. Wonder why that is.
Because I care. You've been so good to me. I mean, you've helped me believe in myself again. I want to help you.
Hey, it's late. You should go home.
I'm okay.
Eden? How about that place in the mountains?
Your cabin?
Yeah. Would you tell me about it again?
Well, it's beautiful. It's so peaceful and quiet. All you hear are the birds singing and the wind blowing through the pine trees. Your face used to light up every time you talked about the place. And I remember you used to take me to the lake. And I used to watch you. It was almost as if you saw a beauty there that was beyond what anybody else could appreciate.
Except you.
Well, yes, I learned to love it, too.
I suppose up there in those mountains, a man wouldn't have to remember. A woman wouldn't have to walk.
No, it did matter. That's why you made me work so hard to walk again. You didn't want me to be helpless there.
Well, we have at least one thing here that we didn't have up there.
What's that?
Everyone's pity. We're a couple of misfits. Everybody puts on a good face, but I can see their expressions of pity when you turn your back, and I'm sure you can see them for me when I turn mine.
Well, I don't know about you, but I don't want anybody's pity.
Maybe we should think about going back there, then. From what you say, it sounds like we did okay up there. I don't know why we came down there to begin with.
Okay, now, I don't think you know what you're talking about.
We can help each other up there, Eden. Maybe we're the only two people who can. We might be happy.
And they got Kane to the emergency room right on time.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, do they have any idea how the attack was caused?
Cruz thinks maybe the Matahari syndrome. Somebody switched Kane's medication.
Why would anyone do something like that?
That's what Cruz is going to find out, hopefully.
Oh, the poor man. After everything he's been through, it's so sad that he has to go through this.
Hey.
Hey, Mud, what's happening? What are the lab results on the medication?
It checked out harmless.
So those are the pills he was supposed to be using?
Yeah, they checked the whole bunch, and it was the same stuff he's been taking all week.
So it's got absolutely nothing at all to do with his heart condition?
They're trying to figure out now if maybe he had a previous heart condition. They've been asking him about it, but he can't help him because he can't remember much more than his name.
Mm-hmm. So you tell me we're just gonna drop what happened to Kane tonight?
Well, Pearl, I talked to Rosa. She was standing right next to him. He took the pills, he hit the floor. I mean, there's not much else to go on.
Cruz, would you like me to call the hospital and speak that?
No, not at all, Eleanor. I'd like you to stay out of this.
Fine.
Yeah, great. I'm heading back, see if I can talk to Eden.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna meet.
Always dreaming, always alone. Never hard to find someone in my mind. Somehow I've always known you'd be waiting, and now you're here. You were meant to be with me. My eyes can only see the moment you appeared. You must have come from my imagination. From the first time I held you close, I knew that you must have come from my imagination. 'Cause there's nothing in this world that touches you.
You're going to Boston? In the morning?
Yep.
Oh, great. I knew it. I show you another side of myself, and now you're running off to Boston. Is it really that frightening?
Yes. Yeah, it's so frightening that I've got to run off to Boston to visit my uncle. It's just for a couple of days. It's good.
I'm gonna miss you.
Well, I'm gonna miss you. You know, I was wondering if you want to, maybe we could spend the night together at the guest house.
I was wondering if I was gonna get another invitation over there.
Well, I was gonna hold out until I found the other 6 sides of your personality. But let's go. I feel like a little need for some affection. That's not the public kind.
I don't think so. Not tonight.
I'm sorry. Lakin, did you just say not tonight?
Yes, I feel like I've learned something about myself tonight. And you helped me a lot, too. And I'm grateful for that. Thank you. But I just feel like I should be alone and kind of think things out.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Ted Capwell, you have got to be the most sensitive and understanding and sweetest man I've ever known.
Well, you're right. I am the most sensitive and sweet and understanding man in the world. This doesn't mean I'm not going to be disappointed, though.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Don't
be sorry. Look, there'll be plenty of time when I come back to hang out with each other, okay? I'm going to miss you.
Eleanor, wait a minute.
What is it, Carmen?
The other day, I picked up the phone to make a call. I didn't even look to see if the light was on or not, otherwise I wouldn't have bothered. I heard you saying that you were a doctor, Kane's doctor, and that you wanted information on his medication.
So?
So, why were you doing that?
You thought that I tampered with the medicine?
Oh, Eleanor, I didn't want to believe it, but everything was happening so close together.
And what did Cruz think?
I didn't tell him. Look at this. You've been so good to me, and here I am suspecting you of
No,
something.
you suspected exactly the right thing, Carmen.
I did?
Yes, you did. I would have thought the same thing in the same circumstances. I was checking on the medicine because of Kane's behavior. It's been so erratic and at times violent. And I know from other cases that I've worked on that sometimes tranquilizers and muscle relaxants in the wrong doses can cause that kind of behavior. And once I'd gotten the information, I talked to another doctor who assured me that it was the proper dosage. Would you like me to give you the name of that doctor?
No, I just should have kept my big mouth shut. I hope you're not mad, Eleanor.
Mad? And why would I be mad? You're turning into a first-rate detective here. Cruz would be proud of you. Let's just forget it, okay?
Oh, fine with me.
Okay. I'm gonna go home. It's been a long day.
Thanks.
Why don't you call me if you want to go to the beach on Saturday?
Great.
Night.
Good night, Eleanor.